Today we decided to do a full packer brisket. I'm gonna do this brisket a little bit differently than briskets I've done in the past. I'm gonna inject this thing with some of this Miners, au jus and beef-based broth. We got 2 tablespoons of that, and then I put in roughly 32 ounces of water. So we're gonna inject the brisket with that. So I already trimmed this brisket last night, and as you can see, did a pretty decent job. I got this from GFS. It's a US choice brisket. Typically I like to do prime briskets from Sam's. However, due to the corona situation and whatever, it's been kind of challenging to shop at Sam's. So we're gonna start out by injecting this brisket like in a checkerboard pattern. And then I'm gonna smoke this brisket whole just like this. Today I'm cooking on the Traeger Pro 34. And I'm using some Pit Boss pellets, hickory, and some smoke ring pellets, local company here in Michigan. And then for rubs, I'm gonna use the Meat Church, the Holy Gospel, all over this thing. This stuff is really, really good. I like it on everything, but today I'm gonna use it on this brisket. So I'm gonna start out by injecting the brisket. And again, we wanna fill this brisket up. And I'm gonna start from the front and go with the grain. So as you can see, the lines of the brisket are running this way. And so you always want to inject with the grain. And yeah, you're gonna have some leak out, but you're gonna get quite a bit in there once you inject this thing. And again, you want to inject with the grain to prevent discoloration of the meat when you go to cut it. And again, I'm coming in at a slight angle in the meat, not directly under it, just to help with that discoloration piece as well. And again, I'm gonna hit a little bit more of this flat, which is leaner. And now I'm gonna come back and start to do the point. And the point, I want to inject, but it's really got its own unique flavor. So I'm not gonna kill it with injection because it's a lot of fat back here, and that should keep it pretty moist. But you just want to add more flavor to it. All right, so now that we got this brisket injected, I'm gonna turn it over. And really probably what I'm gonna do is pour a little bit of this injection out, just a little bit, because I still want this injection to cover some of this meat so it can soak in for some flavor. So I'm gonna turn this thing over, and I'm not gonna add any oil or mustard or any of that. I'm just gonna start seasoning this thing just to get some flavor going on. This backside, I'm not gonna season this heavy because it's the fattier end. We won't really eat much of this. Some people will though. So I will season it generally, liberally. And then this back end towards the point, I'm gonna season that a lot heavier because of course, if you know anything about brisket, you know burn ends is the king. I'm gonna flip this over. And I'm gonna season this whole top and the sides pretty strong. Heavy coat of seasoning, heavier than what I usually would because I'm trying to get maximum bark on this brisket. Key to brisket, which most people care about and some don't, but in my opinion, is salt. The best briskets I've cooked have been saltier ones, which is why I'm going so heavy with this rub here. Salt and pepper, and of course whatever else they put in this. But all right, so as you can see, this brisket is seasoned very good. I'm gonna let this hang out for about an hour, and then I'm gonna put this on the Traeger Pro 34. We're gonna probably smoke this at 225 for like 3 or 4 hours, let it get some good smoke, and then we're gonna wrap it and crank the temperature up on the smoker to 325. Hope to be eating this by dinner time. It's gonna be a hot and fast brisket. Again, it's something different that we typically don't do. We typically do them low and slow and all night long. So now we're just gonna let these roll and see what happens. Smell good. Smoke on this barbecue. All right, so the brisket's been resting for about an hour, and as you can see, this meat church rub has really started to get into this meat and really starting to get us that mahogany color that we want. So now we're gonna let the smoke do the rest of the talking. So we got the Traeger Pro 34 heated up here. Today we're using smoke ring pellets. It's a Michigan brand. We also using some Pit Boss pellets because I was just about out of smoke ring pellets. So I'm gonna sit this thing right in here on the smoker. Just like that. Nothing special to it. Just sit it right there, right over the grates. As you can see, I got a water pan in the smoker because I still like to have a little bit of moisture when dealing with brisket. So we're gonna let this thing sit and smoke for 4 hours without touching it at all. After the 4 hour mark, we'll show you how we're gonna finish this thing up.